Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Sword Art Online Alicization. Now, last episode, Kirito got himself a nice new sword, which is pretty cool, because Kirito without a sword is like, a master swordsman without a sword is just not right. And he apparently has a nice mentor, senpai, whatever you want to call it, Liena, something like that. She seems nice, I do quite enjoy her. But there's also a guy named Rolo, I want to say his name was, something like that, who's like the #1 and wants to have a fight with Kirito, so he kind of used getting his outfit dirty, as an excuse for that. So that's kind of what we left off on, so let's see how that battle between Kirito and this guy goes. 3, 2, 1, fight. And we have an audience, of course, because this isn't a big deal. And yeah, those guys. I'm sure are going to be fun to deal with in the future. It's a okay sword, but it's no Kirito sword. Do you believe enough, though? Volo, that's what it was. Okay. So don't let him stab you. I guess that's good to know, but... Yes, we did talk about that. If you believe that, then it can help. It's a little bit creepy, it's scary when you put it like that. Oh. Yes. Empower his imagination, please. He is not. Something about showing her something. I don't remember actually. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm glad you have confidence in me. I'll do my best. She really is quite cute. He is not. I'm okay with that. Fight! That is definitely a nice sword. It's gonna be cool to see Kirito actually get to wield it in a proper fight. Definitely something to look forward to. And then they whip out their ODM gear. Whew. Well, the opening plays, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'll be back in a second. I am back. I hope you didn't miss me too much, but I did promise I'd return, so. Basically, my cat just wandered in, so I figured why not let him in. It's either that or listen to him whining at the door. And that's, of course. Swordsman's Pride. Pretty good title for this episode. Who will move first? I still like Kirito's sword design better. I mean, just look at that thing. It's gorgeous. I don't really care about your opinion on the matter. It's not really that funny. Oh, wow. He doesn't mess around. He wants Kirito's blood and he wants it now. That's a name. Not so secret anymore. Avalanche, but that's like a word I associate with snow, at least. And yet I see so much fire. Good luck. I think he probably hits pretty hard. Come on, Kirito, show us what you can do with your new sword. I gotta see. Don't sweat too much, you'll... sword will slip. And here we go. That was a signal. Dodge or block, one of the two, just don't lose your arm. Okay. This is definitely Kirito's style. Yeah, that's gonna shake the ground. Yes, they're both pretty strong. Gotta make it count. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be all the people that have, you know, tasted that blade. Or the family members, one of the two. Yes, the power of imagination's quite something, isn't it? Yeah, it's something to be a little bit nervous about. It's hard to say who would win for sure. Kurio does have plot armor, but this guy's also really good, so... And more importantly, my wife. Gotta see her again eventually. Or whenever she jumps into the game. Oh, wow. I guess thinking of your wife can do that to your sword. Like I said, thinking of your wife can do that. The power of that tree. Now, face my power, my true power, Kirito style. I do love this music. It just some of the most iconic SAO music to me, at least. Oh, come on, don't freeze up. Oh, oh wow. Yeah, that that would not have ended well if those strikes finished. Yeah, she's that the one. Yeah, her. I don't remember her name, but I remember the scene she was in. But why? For Empire unification. Oh, wow! I didn't expect that. Yes, mudslinging should be safe for the internet. You know, towards people that disagree with you. I guess the audience was pretty satisfied with it, even though nobody died. That one girl. That's cute. Of course, Yu-Gi-Oh enjoyed it. Yeah, that happens when the excitement wears off. Yeah, it was pretty close, but it's all good. Can't believe he's shorter than she is. It was pretty good, I would say. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Yes. I'm sure you want to Kirito's enlarged sword all to yourself. It was still cool to watch. And yeah, I guess I would be enough to impress plenty of people. Man, she likes touching the shoulders a lot. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if that'll be in a light celebration, but man, the salt is real up there. How dare that peasant do so well? The nerve of him. You gotta teach him a lesson. Oh yeah, that's what he called it. I'd rather use the word variety. They're just gone over there. Huh. That sucks. Uh, a very unique style. Swordsman's pride. Enjoy. Yes, I hope she does. She does make it pretty easy to root for her. So I do hope things work out. Of course, nobody in that bed. That's just silly. Why would Kirito ever just be in bed like he's supposed to? Are you gonna run into anyone, or... Oh, of course. Yeah, almost like somebody wrote it that way. And yeah, I knew we were gonna get a scene like this eventually. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you wanted to do. Uh, yeah, of course not. Don't touch me with your filthy hands. I could just kill you both right now. So what did he give you? Uh, and they're all just ruined now. Uh, you have my permission to go kill them, Kirito. I don't mind. And then they just ruined it all. If only we had an item that fixed this, but we're not so lucky. Can we fix this with the power of imagination? Because that'd be nice if we could. Will it? Do they? Are the flowers all comrades with each other? Because that's cool to think about. You could try. Just do your best, Kirito. If anyone can do it, I'm sure it's you. I see glowing, that's a good sign. Are they gonna, like, transfer their power to the other flowers? Their flower power? That's really pretty, but... like a spirit bomb, except it's for, you know... spirit healing. Oh wow, that really is just very beautiful. Yeah, I love the animation on that. That's just gorgeous. But how well does it work? Pretty well, it seems. Are they gonna like full on blue? Because that would be great. Yeah, that's a good question. What was that voice about? I was too concerned about the flowers to really ask about it too much, but yeah, that voice was weird. I'm glad that had a happy ending for the flowers there. That I was more sad about that than I probably looked, but... but anyway, back to the combat. No real swords this time. Come on. Liana. Come on, just stab him. With that non-real sword, I'm sure you can manage. Oh. Can you do it? Do you have enough imagination? Here we go. Oh, that's... come on. Oh, damn. Actually broke it. That was impressive. I think I win. Now what? Good job, Liana. I knew you could do it. So proud of you. Your imagination was finally strong enough. Here's a gift. Please accept it. And... are those the Ophelia that bloomed? Because if so, that's really nice. Yes, they were. They are very beautiful flowers. Cool. Elite disciples. Huh. She is cute. Tiese. That's some beautiful long hair she has. Beautiful red long hair. I forgot an adjective there. She looks a bit more generic, but I mean, cute nonetheless, Ronnie. Okay, up close, yeah, she's a bit cuter than I thought initially. I'm just not a big fan of short hair in girls. I think it'll be fine. I mean, who better? I know, right? He's just bad-mouthing you in front of this girl. Yeah, I think she's okay with Kirito. Good job. I know, right? Because going to the door is too normal. I can't argue with that, I guess. You got the stuff. I'm sure he does. They want some too. I saw those eyes. Those sparkling eyes. Don't talk with a mouthful, Kirito. But I'm sure they don't care as long as they get the food. Cute. I think I recognize that voice. I might have to look up her voice actress. You were supposed to become like the special knights in Save Alice, right? But we're making good progress if we're already like the elite disciples. You know, with our own underlings and stuff. That is a building. That is a building. Well, I guess that was the episode. But yeah, hopefully they don't forget their objective. I was starting to get a little bit worried about that, but since they brought it up, I think we're fine. Still can't wait to see Alice, though. Because I'm sure she's not quite the same person she was when we first saw her. I mean, we see her in her child form a lot in the opening and in AD. Which makes sense, that's how Kirito and Yuji would remember her, but... Nobleman's Responsibility. Not sure to make of that title, but that was the 8th episode of Sword Art Online Alicization. And we started off where we left off, which was our battle between Kirito and Zolo, I think his name was. I don't know why I struggle with his name when it's so short. But the point is we did have a battle between them with real swords and everything. And we got a pretty nice pep talk from Liana there. Who was like very much encouraging Kirito like hardcore, trying to make sure that he knows that she believes in him, because we were really stressing the importance of the power of imagination in this episode. Because this is a virtual world, that sort of thing can have legitimate power and all that, so it makes sense. But man, I should have had like a counter for how many times she touches Kirito's shoulders, because it felt like she did that a lot. Like, I kind of wish Kirito would have done it back to her a couple times just to prove a point. But yeah, that's just, yeah. That was interesting, but yeah, she really laid it on thick there with trying to make sure that he was in the as in top mental condition for that fight as she could do. You know, I think a kiss probably would have helped personally, but you know, I know a certain lady would probably get angry with her if she did that. So maybe it's for the best that she didn't. But we did have our fight, and it was a pretty cool fight. Obviously, it didn't have a solid, you know, a solid definitive win or anything. It was a draw, but it was pretty compelling when we, you know, what we saw. I mean, I was excited to see Kirito's sword in action to begin with, which is pretty cool. And yeah, Zolo, he was no pushover. He had his flaming sword, you know, and all that, and learn all about his family and, you know, their philosophy and all that stuff. And yeah, he has the power of imagination on his side. So Kirito did have a bit of an uphill battle to fight to be able to do well with that. But all things considered, he did very well. He had the power of the tree, you know, and all that, and definitely matched him blow to blow pretty well. And yeah, the fight was stopped before both of them like died. Like that final strike there, look like it would have done severe damage to both of them if that was left to carry out. It's a good thing we stopped it when it did. You know, the one lady stopped it whose name I still don't remember. But yeah, we learned a little bit about her too, which is cool. But the fight definitely had results because, you know, a lot of people respected Kirito's ability to go toe-to-toe with the #1 as well as he did, and that was pretty great to see. And, you know, Zolo got out of it what he wanted out of it, and then just gave him some advice, stop, don't sling money people anymore, even though it was my fault, you know, I'll still give you that advice nonetheless, so that was interesting. But that is how that ended off. And that was cool, but, you know, then we got to some not-so-cool stuff with, you know, those jerk nobles just being jerk nobles and, you know, some basically bullying, essentially. Just completely destroying his Ophelia flowers that he worked so hard on, had so much attachment and feelings towards, to the point where he actually breaks down and cries, which is just... Yeah, it's always rough to see Kirito like that, but it's definitely understandable. Like, that was not okay. I really hope that those guys get some karma coming their way, because that was not okay. It wasn't. Luckily, you know, the power of imagination and love and flowers and all that was able to come together and resurrect the flowers from the dead, which was great to see. You know, and the animation on that part, like I said, was just really beautiful. I enjoyed watching that thoroughly. That was really nice, and that's the kind of thing that you can't get with something like a light novel. Like, you can write, hey, the flowers had beautiful lights and stuff and all came together, but anime is when that sort of thing can truly shine, you know. So sometimes people can get a little bit, you know, upset about things that were cut out from the light novel in an adaptation, but you should also sometimes think about the things that can be done better in an anime adaptation, and that's a good example. Anything that's very visual will always be better in the anime as a result of it being a visual medium. So, you know, just something I kind of wanted to bring up because that's something I thought about during that same. But yeah, I am glad that the flowers were able to recover, and in the end, they actually full-on bloomed, and he gave it gave it as a gift to Liana, who definitely loved the flowers and was very, very happy about that. So I kind of wish they spent a bit more time on that scene, because yeah, that was a really nice moment there between the two of them. So that would have been cool. But the point is, yeah, we pretty much like graduated or something and became the elite disciples and got our own, like, you know, kohai basically. You know, Kirito got his, and then you just had Yu-Gi-Oh talking about, hey, you like, if you, I know he's a bit of a handful to deal with, but you know, are you okay with that? Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Which it is. I mean, basically every girl in the show has a crush on Kirito more or less, so it's not like it's gonna be that much of an issue. Even Liana, I'm pretty sure did. She kind of dropped some hints about that, and we had kind of a date between them almost. You know, that final scene with them talking with the other two kind of passed out. Definitely felt like a date. And Asuna, if she finds out about some of this stuff, she might get a little bit angry, you know. But luckily, hopefully she doesn't. But I'm still convinced she'll show up in the game at some point, because I think they said they had another pod available in that one secret base or whatever, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time before Asuna jumps into the game. I'm about 60% sure that will be a case. I just have no idea when. But you know, that would be something interesting anyway, because I want to see Asuna meet these new friends of Kirito's. I think that would be cool. So that's part of the reason why I want to see that. I want to see her meet Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to see her meet Liana. I want to see her meet Alice, you know, when she becomes a thing in the show. And I do want to really see Alice eventually. Like, I want to see what she's been up to. Like, is she like sitting in a jail cell? Is like, what is she doing? Like, we haven't really seen that really. Like, she was supposed to be executed, so I don't really know exactly what's happening with that. I don't think they've really told us much about what exactly Alice's current circumstances is. If they did, I forgot, but I don't think we have. So if that's the case, I do want to see exactly what's up with her currently. But I guess we'll see how that goes. See anything else worth mentioning with the episode? I mean, I already said I like the two new girls are pretty cute, especially the long blonde-haired girl, which I want to see more of her in the future. Hopefully, we do. Oh yeah, how could I forget to mention that? Yeah, the fight between Leanna and Zola was really cool. It was great to see her win because the show makes it very easy to root for her because, one, she's a cute girl, which at least for me, that makes it easy to root for them. And two, she was very much built up to be the underdog, which is a very typical thing for people to want to root for. So definitely laying it on thick how much that, the writer wants us to root for her. And yeah, that was definitely satisfying to see her win if you are in that camp. Which I certainly was, so I definitely love that. Just broke straight through his sword. Great to see. Just really cool to see. Yeah, I think that's really about all I had to say on the episode. So yeah, time to wait for the next one. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.